Speaking of what happened to, Don Callis goes down to Mexico. Triplemania 31 was a lot of fun. Please check out Kenny Omega's match in the main event, and of course QT Marshall. But afterwards, Don Callis and Takeshita, this DDT ace, attacked him, saying that no matter where you go, I'll be here. And then I thought it was a security guard, but according to the internet, Melts and the internet, no, it wasn't a security guard. This was just a fan. So he just saw some bald guy kicking Kenny, and he's like, time to activate Captain Mexico. Bam, ba-da-da, dun, 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 dun. They keep kayfabe alive down there. Dude, all I know is when security or the fans don't know it's at work, I find so much entertainment in that. And rumor has it he got hurt and had to go. No, that's not a good 1-2 punch on the lines. I find it so much entertaining when he got hurt. But yeah, it was crazy, dude. They just attacked him afterwards, and I thought it was a security guard because the dude was all dressed in black. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, no, he was just on a hot date. He's like, do you think he's like, dear Susan, I'll be right back. I gotta save Kenny.
He probably saw him and was like, who's this bald loser kicking Kenny?
He's like, I'll stop you. Don't you dare do that to Kenny. Oh, man. Like, it's kind of like, what was it? Was it ECW or was it WWE? But there was like a hardcore match and the security guard wasn't wise to it. So he was like really holding back the wrestlers like hardcore.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it was like New Jack or Sandman. It was like someone that was famous for hardcore matches. And they were just having a hardcore match, and the security guard like thought it was legit. So he's like trying to hold him down, and like the guy's like,
to be fair, maybe New Jack thought it was legit.
That's probably
He's
true.
holding back New Jack.
That's probably true. Keeping kayfabe alive. Keeping kayfabe
New Jack,
alive.
it's just wrestling, New Jack. Break out of it, New Jack. They're just wrestling. It's just wrestling, New Jack.
He's like, I'm gonna kill SidsLight. Oh man. But yeah. I found it to be entertaining. If you haven't checked out Triplemania, do it. It's a little too late to do a review. But if you're like, QT Marshall's a piece of shit because all you see him is on QTV, you're right. But he's actually a really good wrestler. And he had a great match against Pentagon. And Kenny Omega had a, I would say, fun match. It wasn't like the Will Ospreay classics, but it was a lot of fun. It could have been a classic, but it was still entertaining and fun to watch. And not only that, but how unlucky is Don Callis? First, he gets busted open the hard way in a promo. Now he gets attacked by a fan. All I know is
people are beating that carny piece of shit.
And it's just, yeah, so, oh man, hopefully he'll be okay, and it'll be interesting to see where his storyline is. I think him and Jericho, him and Takeshita, 10 out of 10. Him and Jericho, I'm like, why? You're the same person. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get the Jericho thing, but I also am honest enough to admit I'm pretty sour on Jericho.
Yeah, he's one of the legends, but it's rough. It's rough, you know? But here's the thing. I'm pretty, I don't know, I'd say I'm pretty sour on Jericho, but seeing some of the New Japan legends fall off a cliff and seeing some of the American legends fall off a cliff, he's aging gracefully. He just has to blend more with what talent he has left. Like, in his head, he thinks he's still the undisputed champion.
In his head, he thinks he's still the fucking lion tamer. This motherfucker thinks he's fresh in Japan right now with the way he thinks he wrestles.
We love you, Jericho. Don Callis, good luck. Don Callis is like 1960s wrestling, but just with bad luck.
I love how much of a carny piece of shit Don Callis is. I love Don Callis.
I'm starting to like him a lot, too.
He's such a good heel. I hate that son of a bitch.
But him with Takeshita makes sense. Him with Jericho is like, I don't know. It's kind of like CM Punk and Heyman. Like, yeah, it's cool, but it didn't have to happen. Like, You know,
Yeah,
managers should be there with people that can't speak that well or don't know the
I don't know,
language.
man. I can't wait for Jericho to potentially be attached to yet another young up and coming wrestler and to
And put
stock
himself
off
over.
his fucking popularity to keep himself going like some sort of vulture vampire.